because it's something we all could benefit from. So, all right, we are going to get rolling here in just a second. All right. So this is Peggy's first meeting, so we're happy to have her on. So we met Peggy through John, and Peggy's been working with Taylor, which has been fabulous. And just getting started, learning who we are and what we're doing, and ready to move forward. So super happy to have you on the team. So tonight we're going to talk about recruiting, right? We're going to talk about recruiting to build, recruiting to grow, recruiting to impact families financially, and how to make that happen. So why do anything that we want to start, Taylor, anything you want to say before we get rolling?
That note takers are money makers. I
Heck
know all of
yes.
y'all got your notes out, right? Because even if you know this stuff, even if you feel like you know it, it's for you to be able to learn how to teach it. And the fact that we have a soon-to-be senior vice president teaching us what we need to know in order to become RVPs and build RVPs, we want to respect the leadership. So let's take some notes. Let's do it. That's it.
Awesome. So if I see your head down and you not looking in my eyeballs, I know you're taking notes. And for those of you who are super techie and you want to take notes on your laptop while you're looking at me, that's great as well. But I'm excited. I really am. Like, as I was going through this, I'm like, this is exactly what we need to hear. It's exactly what we need to see. So tonight we're going to talk about building a business, right? We are all here for different reasons. Some people get started because they're looking to make additional part-time income. Some people get started because they really want to help people. They want to impact their lives. They want to impact others' lives. Some people want to just learn the financial industry. They want to learn the money game, right? But I know after being involved in the company for a while, Erica, most people want to build a big business. They want to have something so they can pass down generationally to their kids, right? They want to have something that they know is never going to be taken away, because we know that jobs can be taken away, companies can restructure. But when you own and operate a Primerica business, as long as everything you do is moral, ethical, they're not taking it away from you, right? So we're talking about building a company. And building a company at Primerica, you're building a company within a company. We've all heard that before, right? We've got almost 140,000 licensed agents. Yet we're gonna have 10, maybe 10 people on the call tonight. And so you might look at this and go, well, I don't see this as huge yet. And know that there are a lot of people that we've got on the team. We've got some timers, we've got part timers, we've got full timers, and we've got, hey, we're going to become owners. And the question is, where do you fit in? And so with the stuff I'm going to go through, if you feel like, hey, I'm just here to make a little bit of part-time income, I'm just here, just know that that can be you, and we love you, and we appreciate you, and we're glad you're here. And we know that you are going to run across somebody that you're going to meet at some point in the future, that you're going to look at them and you're going to go, man, you could be an amazing vice president. And you're going to talk to them and change their lives. And because of you, they're going to change, you're going to change hundreds of lives, thousands of lives, right? So don't think what we're going through doesn't apply to you guys tonight. So my name is Geely. Peggy, I know this is our first meeting. I'm the regional vice president we're in the Twin Cities. We're in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. My home is in northern Wisconsin, but we've got people all over the country tonight. So happy to have you plugging in and meeting some of our team. So our goal, the priority of the company, the priority of this team, Team Catalyst, is to build a large network of outlets. We want, right? You think about a big company, you think about an S&P 500 company, and it doesn't matter the quality of what I'm talking about here, right? And like a McDonald's or like a Coca-Cola. And I'm not endorsing either of those, but what we know is any city, anywhere through most countries in the world, you can find McDonald's and Coca-Cola, right? And that's because of the marketing. They're everywhere. And that's where Primerica's goal is to be. We have less than a 2% market share. The goal is to grow that to a 10% market share. And then we want to grow from there. And so what is our priority? A large network of outlets. And the only way we do that is by talking to people, educating people about what we do so they can talk to people and educate people, right? Number
Right.
two, multi-product client base. And what is that? What we're here for so many reasons, but we can effectively impact people's lives, Sean, through what? Through teaching about mortgages and debt elimination. We can help people buy their first homes. We can help people set up their life insurance, which is what our company was founded on. We can help people invest to make sure that they don't retire broke, which is huge, right? We can show people how to make sure that they've got their wills taken care of, their healthcare directives, their
Right.
power of attorney. We can do full financial plans. We can set up senior health care. There's so many things that we have at our fingertips, right? And so when we have enough outlets, we are going to effectively impact people financially, both through internal consumption, right? Which is talking to the people who are on the call tonight and making sure their family's taken care of. And external consumption through field training, through team building. We're going to go out and share everything that we have at our fingertips, because here's what we know. Denise, there's not enough people
Right.
that know about Primerica today.
Right.
And if they did, they would refer us to everybody. The fact that we go on appointment after appointment after appointment where people say, I've never heard of the company before, or I've driven by and I've seen a sign, right? But they don't necessarily know about us. So how are we going to make sure that these priorities are met? And that's going to be through focus. Focus on what? We are focusing on multiplication, right, Janice? Multiplication, we're going to start with addition and we're going to talk about that, but then we are going to grow through multiplication. And that is developing licensed teammates, which I know Janice is getting that license this month. And I am
That's right.
so excited to hear about that, right?
I heard a date, by the
Family
way,
business. What was that?
Geely. I heard a date. I don't know where I heard
What?
it from, but I heard a date is scheduled. So
For sure.
for sure it's scheduled.
Share, Janice. What is that
What's so
date?
Janice?
Please share.
So I'm gonna pass it this Friday.
I know that's right. Let's go. Let's
Woo!
go. That girl said I'm passing it. That's right.
Love it. And I love the attitude, right? I'm
That's
passing
right.
it on Friday. That is beautiful. We're excited. We will be giving you all the positive vibes, all the positive prayers coming your way, right? We know it's going to happen. And what is our other focus? Obviously, multiplication. But Peggy, we are focused on the crusade. And our crusade here at Primerica is empowering people with financial education,
That's right.
empowering people to live lives of freedom. And what is freedom from what, right? Freedom from the ties of debt, freedom from the ties of having employers that put their thumbs on us, that say, here's when you have to be to work, and here's how long you can take a break, and here's how long you can go to the bathroom, right? We want to eliminate that from our lives and be able to have complete freedom of our schedules, our times, and our financial ability, right? So we are very, very crusade driven. So, all right. So we have a team building philosophy. We are extremely team oriented here. And, I, for me, feel like this team is an extended version of my family, because there's people here that I have seen grow massively, right? We see people hurt, we see people struggle, and we see people continue to move forward. We build lifelong relationships with people and with their extended families. So how do we do that? So simple as 1, 2, 3. Number one, we recruit directs. What does that mean? That means we find somebody who says, hey, Denise, I'd love to be on your team. I would love to work with Primerica. Can you help me? Can you connect me with your vice president? And then we teach them. Number two, we build them a team because that's how we're going to build more offices. Right? People say to me, oh, I don't want to work with a company that recruits. You find me a company that doesn't recruit. If a company doesn't recruit, it's because they're struggling, they're not growing. Every company recruits. Now, understandably, most companies recruit so the owner can make a lot of money. The difference between that and Primerica is we recruit so we can grow individually, collectively, and help the company to grow while we're growing our own businesses, okay? The company within the company. So we are going to build teams. And number three, we are developing independent, competent, confident field trainers. And what does that mean? In a lot of companies, right? If you got, let's say you look at any other insurance outlet or real estate brokerage, you've got a broker agent relationship. And traditionally in that type of environment, the broker's doing all the training and that broker's getting all the benefit. Here, we've got field trainers that we call as junior brokers, right? Junior brokers is somebody who is learning hands-on exactly how to do what they need to do to build a business. So let's talk a little bit about how to recruit. So, and Peggy, I'm sure you experienced this with Taylor already as you guys were meeting, but when we are out there talking to people, we are not recruiting for us, right, Taylor? You're not recruiting for Taylor, you're recruiting to help Peggy reach their goals and dreams.
Correct.
Okay, so that is a different mindset. It's not to benefit us. The number one focus isn't to benefit us. The number one focus is to help other people get what they want. So the number two is listen to what they want. So Janice, we're not across the kitchen table focusing on recruiting somebody so we can make more money and so we can have more sales. Now, is that going to happen? Of course it is. But it's in a pushing up people mentality. Our focus is to show Miss Peggy how to get what she wants for her family, to help you guys, you and Sean, get what you want for your family, right? And what is that? When we talk about goals and dreams, it's not just how much money do you want to make, right? It's let's talk about what you need to have your family situation be where it is, right? Talk to me about that. Do you live in the home that you want, in your dream home? If not, what does that look like? Are you able to help your children or your grandchildren with their education goals? Are you on track for retirement, right? We're here teaching people about saving money for retirement, getting out of debt, making sure they're properly protected. Unfortunately, Denise, what we've seen through the years is that we meet with people and they don't have enough income to make sure that all their goals can be met. So then we offer that additional opportunity, Sean, that says, okay, well, how can we help you? Maybe an extra $2,000 a month would impact you to get you out of debt faster, right? To help you have the home of your dreams. Maybe to help you take that. Some people, they might want to take some of that money and donate to a charity or grow something that they can pass down generationally. And then what do? We sell the dream. We sell the dream. We show people how, through Primerica opportunity, they can get what they want. And then we get that IBA. Just like Peggy saw the other day, the opportunity, and then said, I want this for my family. And that's what this is about. The newest person seeing success, the newest person realizing that they are most important, right? And how do we do that? by building teams. And here's what it looks like. This is the building block for a large hierarchy. The first step is, we know 3 by 3. What does that mean? You go out and help get 3 people going in business. You were starting right off the bat, showing you, right, as you get started, go recruit 3 people. Have some people that you are passionate about helping in business. Get them licensed, like Erica's helping our new teammates, getting people through the licensing process, right? Getting them licensed, getting them trained, and then getting them to become a district leader, which is going out and getting 3 people recruited. Now, in addition to that, each of those people, we know, is they want to make sure their family's properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. So we sit down with them, we get them started, and then we implement their financial plan. What does that look like? Making sure that they have the right type of life insurance. They're not spending too much for the wrong type of insurance. We make sure that they're investing for the future, so that if there's an emergency, that they've got a plan to fall back on. Making sure that they're on track for retirement, right? And building with them towards their goals and dreams here. And then showing them how to do the same thing. So what we talk about a lot is the numbers. The numbers, Sean, we've talked about that. We got to fall in love with the numbers. The numbers are the numbers are the numbers. And once we start understanding that what happens in this business, Erica, is not personal. When people flake out, it's not because of you. It is not because of Demorial. It is because of them. There's something with them. They might not have belief in themselves. They might not have a good enough support system at home, right? They might not have a certain credibility with the people that they know. And unfortunately, right, people don't always follow through. So what we do is we allow people, we still sell them the dream. We still do, as long as they show up with the desire to impact their lives, we're going to love all over them. We're going to show them the game plan. We're going to have Erica meet with them and show them the step-by-step licensing process. We're going to get them in the field. We're going to get them across the kitchen table or get them on a Zoom call and show them how to meet with people. We can show them how to be a financial educator and a financial coach. But it's up to them to decide if they want to continue to move forward. And what we're going to talk about at the end is mental toughness, because what this takes, the numbers, falling in love with the numbers, Sean, that takes mental toughness. We know that, right? Knowing that people are going to not do what they say all the time.
Right.
And we're going to love them. And
Right.
we're going to still move forward, because it has nothing to do with if they do what they say. All that matters is if we do what we say, right? So here's what we know. We're going to double digit recruit. We're going to double digit recruit as a base shop multiple times this month. And then we know Taylor's team is going to double digit recruit. Each of you individually are going to double digit recruit. And how are we going to do that? By getting to district ourselves personally, by going out and getting 3 new IBAs and starting to train those people, by teaching them how to be district leaders. And here's what's going to happen in the first 30 days. 4 people are going to quit. They're going to go into a protection, witness protection plan. They're changing their phone number. We're not going to know that they even existed. They were abducted by aliens. I don't know, right? This happens. 2 are going to stay around. They're going to go to a couple classes. They might get onto a couple Zoom calls. They might go on a field training appointment with you, and then they might step away. And unfortunately, a lot of times these people don't do it because they don't love it. They do it because someone around them is being negative. They do it because someone is saying, oh, you're going to start that? Who do you think you are? I know what your finances look like. You really think you're going to be able to teach people financial stuff? People don't want you to change, because when you change, it means it puts more pressure on them to change. And not everybody can handle that. Right? When people in their inner circle don't believe in them, they sometimes fall away. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It's just a part of life, right? We know January 1st, how many people sign up at the gym. In
A
February
bunch.
1st, how many people are still there?
Right. Right.
And it's not because the gym don't work. It's not because the gym is not the greatest place to be. It's because of that mental fortitude. And so a big part of our training here is working on that mindset and that mental fortitude. Here's what we know, another two, they're going to hang out. They want to be a part of something because this team is special. And they might not get after it right away. They might not even get licensed right away. I was that person. It took me 9 months, you guys, to get licensed.
That's amazing.
I just thought, yeah, it sounds like a great idea. And then there wasn't ever a time I thought it wasn't a great idea. Life happens, right? Right? We had little kids. I had a job. I was teaching karate class. I had stuff that I was doing in my life that I didn't know the value right away. It took time to get under my skin, right? It took time to get within. Primerica starts initially, it gets on you, and over time it gets in you, and then you become a part of it, and then you start fighting for it, right? 2 will get licensed. It says 1 if you don't focus. But they will also likely get a bonus, a field trainer's bonus that we're going to talk about, or a new recruit bonus, right? Through field training. And we know that 1 is a player, a real player. There's somebody that's going to step up and be a field trainer. There's somebody who's going to say, you know what? I don't care what happened to the other 10. I am here and I'm ready to make it happen. And the key is, this is why double-digit recruiting is so powerful, because when you get 10, there's going to start to be some internal competition. When you get 10, somebody's going to be looking at each other and they're going to be going, oh, what are you doing? Here's what I'm doing. I want to compete. Just like in a lot of people that are attracted to Primerica were in sports at some point, and they like that team camaraderie. They like to be a part of something, and they're going to stick around because they want to win, right? So here's what we can't control. We can't control how many quit, how many don't get licensed, if we're giving them everything we can. But we can control putting them in the funnel and funneling through the system and deciding who's ready to play and who's not. So let's take a look at double-digit recruiting. What does it look like? It doesn't mean you personally have to go out every single month and do 10 on your own, right, Erica? But if you and Demorial go get 3 this month, and you get 3 that get 3, you've got your team just double-digit recruited. You've got 12 people on your team that now are competing with each other, right? We see this. They're focusing on their licensing, and because you're that licensing specialist, you're going to make sure they do that, right? They're going to start moving forward. And then the next month, you're going to go do it again. You're going to go get 3, and you're going to get 3 for those 3. And some of those people are going to pop their heads up and they're going to get 3 for those 3. I'm telling you guys, this training is for people who want to be regional vice presidents, Sean, by this summer. If you want, it doesn't matter if you've got nobody. Now, I know you've got teammates. I know that there's people that on your team that reached out that said they couldn't make it on tonight. That's okay. We love them too. We're going to work with them too. We're going to help them too. But the next month you go get 3. And the next month you go get 3 for those 3, and 3 for those 3, and 3 for those 3. And pretty soon you got 50 people on your team. That's how it works. And you're now leading from the front. So when you continue to get 10 per month and develop others who do double-digit recruiting, this is the building block for not just regional vice president, but senior vice president. Right? This is where leadership really begins to happen. And so what does this look like? It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. We talked about number 1, recruit directs. How do we do that? We do that by meeting with them, by doing the eye-opener presentation, by doing that full career opportunity, getting their IBA, doing their onboarding. And then we start building them a team through their top 25 list that I know Peggy's going to be working with Taylor to get that taken care of, right? Booking appointments, getting in the field, seeing it happen. We've got a system in place. And then number 3, developing those independent field trainers and getting people that field training bonus. When somebody maxes it out and goes and does 6x6 and makes $1,200 in their first 30 days while they're getting licensed, right? What will that look like for your family? Peggy, can you imagine in your first 30 days getting started in any business and declaring a profit? That doesn't usually happen. But how would it feel knowing that as you're going through your study material, Taylor's building you a team where in the first 30 days, you could literally put yourself in position to get a $1,200 bonus right off the bat? Is that intriguing to you? Absolutely, she says, right? That's it. We're going to make it happen. So game plan, go get you 3. Denise, I know that you've got 3 right here when you make that decision to make that happen. And then allow me to help you train those 3 to get 3, to become a strong regional leader team. Right? And this is what it looks like. And when we have multiple teams of that, exactly what that looks like, that, Sean, is when you're ready to become a regional vice president. So we're going to wrap this part up with mindset. Just know you're one recruit away from an explosion. You will meet that person when you reach out and ask, right? I know Joe is on vacation. I think he'll be popping in here shortly. He's on vacation in Florida and was reaching out to me. Like, he has been prospecting, passing out business cards, and he called the other day and said, hey, somebody called me. They've already got a license. How does that work? He's in Florida right now on vacation, prospecting and building a business in Florida so Demoral and Erica can train them, right? Meet with them. I mean, how awesome is that going to be? So it's not what you say. It's not about the script. It's about who you are. It's about the smile on your face, right? It's about the kick in your step, the twinkle in your eyes. This is what is going to attract people to you. People don't necessarily get attracted to Primerica. They get attracted to you and how you market Primerica. And do you give them that hope and opportunity that they so desire? So Stan, it says, get your shoulders back, hold your head high. Know you've got a company backing you. You've got a team backing you. You are looking for people who are looking for you. Recruit, motivated people, sharp, ambitious, competitive. That's what we're looking for. Recruit above yourself. What does that mean? We're not looking for people, Peggy, who need Primerica. We are looking for people who want Primerica and who already maybe have some things going on in their life, but they haven't found the thing for them. So know that you're the one with the opportunity. We're not out begging. We're offering something that we know is valuable to others. It's time for us to be bold, right? 90% of them need you, but you don't need them. We're going to move. We're going to grow. We're going to get there no matter what. This is the smallest team we're ever going to have from here on in. I know that. So the next thing I want to talk about is what it takes to make all that stuff happen. Because all that stuff is great.